When I first accepted the challenge to run for governor, it wasn't like I planned it years. I come from the corporate world. I have a proper job. So talagang hindi ko kailangan ng gobyerno para mabuhay.
By the way, Marisa, gentlemen, Marisa was the sales manager of British Airways here in the Philippines.
I actually am. Yeah, so it's
So you have traveling perks.
I do, yes. I've been around, but I do have my grandfather made this province. Nicanor Iniges. He was the the father.
I know his name.
Yes, he is the father of.
He was my professor in FEU.
Yes,
in the 1950s. Okay.
So when there is so much that you have given, you know, your family has given towards a particular place, if it is abused, you will also be the first one na masasaktan talaga. And I couldn't just sit there and watch na they were draining the people's coffers and pocketing everything with lavish lifestyles and do nothing. Because as they say, you know, I mean, evil succeeds when good men do nothing.
Yes.
So you stand up there and do it. As I've said, if there's anything that I've achieved, it's to empty
Well,
their coffers now, diba?
It's the same with a country or a nation. Once it doesn't start airing or venting out or getting it out of its system, you yourself, if you don't get it out of your system, you'll start to die.
Yeah, that's why ilabas nila lahat ng pera. And I'm hoping talaga, under the new administration of President Noynoy Aquino, that he will be true to his promise.
Do you believe he is the winner?
Yes.
So do you think there's something, do you think there are issues that need to be fretted out with what's happening now in the Committee of Suffrage?
There are issues, yes. I think there are still things that need to be ironed out, no? I heard your talk earlier about fraud, about accuracy of, in spite of all that, the accuracy of the numbers is different from actually my perception of whether or not Noy legitimately won the presidency, because I think that he did, no? As far as the vice presidency is concerned, now, dyan natin makikita, I guess that's why it's all highlighted now, because of the end
Ang
result.
ibig sabihin lang naman yan, tapos na nga yung eleksyon, pero hindi pa nakasara yung gripo. Kasi nag-aaway pa yung dalawa
The speaker is still on.
Kaya kailangan bukasan pa ng gripo.
Still dripping. Still dripping.
So whether, at saka meron ding mga tanong, like sa lugar ko, pagdating sa vice presidency, I have nothing personal against Mayor Binay, no? I think he's a good guy.
No, they're both competent. They're
Kaya
both
lang,
good people naman.
Pagdating dun sa resulta sa amin, as in zero, there's nobody carrying him, walang nakakakilala kay Binay, as in wala. And
Leyte yan eh. Rojas Country yan eh.
Southern
Kasama
Leyte,
yan eh.
nagpunta doon si Mar, hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit mas marami pang boto niya kaysa sa akin.
Aha, I see.
Tiga doon ka.
Taga doon, at saka talagang buti sana if somebody campaigned for him. Pero wala, we only had the Lakas administration na talagang was straight green and Noymar.
They went there.
So talagang, yes, they went there and we actively campaigned for them. So we did a test, randomly asked in municipalities. Hindi talaga, it doesn't surface, you know, the name of Binay doesn't surface. But in some municipalities, he actually won. Which is a wonder to even the residents there. Now, I'm stating this as a fact, no?
What did Estrada get? From my curiosity, what did Estrada get there?
To be off my head, it's, I think President Estrada total of 200,000 voters got 13,000, almost 14,000 votes. And Binay got 47,000 votes.
Wow.
Okay, gentlemen, Marisa, we're going to have to take a short break, but before we do, the COMELEC has issued many statements against all the complaints, especially those that were filed the last 2 days that started in the Committee of Suffrage of Congressman Teddy Boy Locsin. He claims even his wife, who lost by a very small margin of some 218 votes against the Binay camp, being on the side of the Vice Mayor Mercado, who lost to the other side. But, you know, ang laban po ng COMELEC tsaka Smartmatic, kung meron po kayong reklamo, ihatid nyo po sa amin, pero wag nyo sasabihin sa amin ng kuro-kuro. Now, the issues discussed in this program is not necessarily a complaint and or just grief. We are talking about a culture that you and I are faced with. This is the culture that most ads were trying to talk about. Ang lakas ng loob ng lahat ng mga kandidato, especially the national candidates, to say that, hey, we've got a new style of voters. Hey, excellent, aspirational, fantastic. But the truth of the matter, we're back to ground zero. We never moved. So, well, what's the lesson of the story? In my sarcasm, I say, let them be. Those who wish to be stupid, remain stupid. Give them more stupidity. Then again, that's why we have those very successful noontime shows. But then again, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Gil Santos, your co-host, and you're watching Talk with Harry. Over the last 30 minutes or half hour, we've been talking here about specific election violations or violation of the election code, specifically vote buying in the province of Southern Leyte. And we have been interviewing the gubernatorial bet, Miss Marisa Lerias, you know. Now, let me go to Bert. You ask the question now.
Okay, Marisa. I take it that you have a lawyer already.
Yes.
Who is sort of packaging this, so to speak, to present it to the COMELEC as an election offense.
Yes.
Okay. But can I suggest too that in so doing, you can add on, most probably, go before Congress for national perception and documentation, because after all, they're open even to local election complaints.
Well, I am not aware that Congress is actually open to local complaints.
That's why I'm
because
suggesting,
I think there is a different venue altogether for that, though. Probably the courts do it, and the election offenses are actually not to me personally, but some of them involve specific individuals, and they are the ones who are seeking justice in effect, no? That they are not allowed to show or express their freedom of choice as to their choice of a candidate because they get harassed. Like in one case we had, you know,
But the idea here, Marisa, is you want, you're doing this for the love of country.
Yes.
So therefore, you need to present this for national perception and documentation, because it will do more good than harm just to present it and be among the complainants in the halls of Congress. But the alleged complaint in itself, as a legal filing of a complaint, goes to the COMELEC. But this one, before Congress, is just for national perception.
So you're suggesting, Bert, that she does two things at the same time.
It can be, yeah.
Let the lawyer file it. But you're not complaining yourself, are you?
No, it's not against me, but these are certain supporters, people who have openly expressed their choice of a candidate and have been harassed for doing so. If we go to like for a national perception, if there is someone who collates all this information, then I'm happy to do that. No, if there is a body, we can look into that and submit all of this, because in truth, I am a believer that if we want change to happen, it should come from the countryside.
Well, that would be the committee of Congressman Teddy Locsin, Teddy Boy Locsin.
So
gentlemen, we already know. Yeah, you should take this since you have a legal document that's gone through a lawyer and it's already been notarized. Yes, you should take this directly to the Committee of Suffrage, which is currently ongoing, being a candidate yourself. But I think the bigger issue here we should start talking about, I think, gentlemen, is the issue of culture.
Yes.
Now, we all know that the system has been, it's metastasized to what it's become. And we've been talking about this for some time. It's really the people.
Yes.
It's like the degradation of the environment, what's happened. And the people continue to do the slash and burn in the mountains.
They don't
dynamite
seem to be able to wake up.
Yes, dynamite the sea so it's quicker. Again, speed over accuracy on return, but more of speed and immediate, immediate benefit. The short-term benefit, obviously, we all know is already against the whole system. But again, how do you change the Filipino, Juan de la Cruz, who has a requirement for money?
I have an
and
idea.
media.